Hello there, my name is Jens and I've been making game music for about 1 year now. And I just wanted to ramble, I guess, document this place in time on my journey, talk about what I've done for the past year, where I'm at now, and what I might do in the future. I got a cozy hoodie on, I got some hot chocolate. So, I guess when I say 1 year, that means that it has been 1 year since the first game I composed for came out. I started working on that project a little bit earlier than that, but anyways. That was a game called Babel Adventure. Now, I really liked that game. It was like a arcade game like Pac-Man or Donkey Kong mixed with a difficult platformer, maybe like I Wanna Be the Guy or a modern example, Jump King. Babel Adventure. I actually got that project through luck, I guess. See, there was this guy called Liam on the site called Newgrounds. I had posted some music on Newgrounds and he had posted some art, and we ended up seeing each other's creations. And then when he started making that game Babel Adventure, he reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be a part of it. I said sure. I was very happy to do it. And I made some music in the style of Kirby mixed with drum and bass or jungle. As he said it was melodramatic and something else, melodic. I don't quite remember. But I really enjoyed that soundtrack, making that soundtrack. After that we worked again on the game called End Hell or Endless Hell originally. For that game I learned a lot about making music to fit the gameplay, because the gameplay was sort of an endless runner, so I made the music kind of hypnotizing, getting the player in that sense of flow. That was really fun. Therefore I made that music inspired by electronic genres like house, techno, trance and garage, right? And after that I I really committed to becoming a professional game music producer. I read the books $100 Million Offers and $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozi, which really opened my eyes to how I would actually get work as a game music composer. And the way to do that was to reach out to game developers and ask, hey, I think my music would fit your game. Do you want to work together? I started for free because I had only made music for like 2 games. I didn't have a lot of proof yet that I was actually good, so I offered to work for free. And that was great for me because I got a lot of experience, a lot of practice, and I got to build my portfolio. I made music for games like a Shrimp Game, really cool game, and still in development, Shadow Walker, Paradise the Secrets, a horror game. What else? There were quite a few. Why am I blanking on this now? I guess I made music for games that still aren't out yet, so I don't want to talk about those. Let me just check my site a minute to see what games have I actually worked on, because I'm already forgetting. No, I guess I've only worked on those games so far. as for games that are actually out. I have worked on some games since then that are in development, mainly Funky Heart, great game, check it out, and Psycho Kim. So those games will hopefully come out a bit later this year. Right, a thing about starting to make game music is to, well, what I did at least was to pick a niche of game music, or games that a niche of games that you are going to make music for. For example, you could choose to only make music for realistic first-person shooter games like Call of Duty and Battlefield. That might be a niche. Or you may say you will only make music for high fantasy open world games like Baldur's Gate and The Witcher. Maybe some sort of orchestral music. That could be your niche. As for me, I started in the niche of surreal games, which I'm still kind of in. But what I meant by surreal originally was like games that make you feel like you're in another world, with music that is strange, ethereal, floating. So I thought I was going to make music for games like Silent Hill and Shin Megami Tensei like games. But what actually happened was that the game developers that liked my music the most, they were more into games like Kirby or Super Mario and Ape Escape. Games that are they are kind of otherworldly in a way, but they're also playful. They're not dark. So I started targeting those game developers instead, and I got a lot more positive responses and work. So I thought I was in this otherworldly dark game niche. Turns out I'm more in the otherworldly playful game niche. Well, I'm happy to do that kind of music too. So that was something I learned. I changed my niche slightly, started getting work, but still, I'm only a year in. I'm doing this full time, but I'm still living off savings. Living here in my parents' basement. Very grateful to them, thank you. Started making some money, but not enough to start to gain money. I'm still living off savings mostly. So that's where I'm at now, after 1 year of making game music. Need to catch my breath. I've been talking so much that I barely have time to breathe. Another thing I did was to make free game music and game music packs with free game music. That's the kind of game music that anyone can use for their game, or, well, anything they want actually, but it's meant to be for games. And it seems that people appreciate that. So I will be honest, if doing that doesn't get me paid work, I will probably stop doing that. But the idea is that people that don't have the budget for paid game music, custom game music, but still want some high quality game music, can use those and spread the good word about me. Like, Jens, he makes good game music, check him out. And that would, get more high budget devs to work with me. So that's the idea. I will give it, maybe 1 or 2 years and see if it's an effective strategy. What I'm going to do next is, I guess, start targeting more high budget developers, especially after the games I'm working on making music for now come out. I humbly think that my portfolio will be pretty solid, you know. We'll have some pretty good soundtracks in there. And by that time, I think that I can confidently go to higher budget game developers and say, hey, you know, I think your game is good, I want to work with you, and I think that my work is worth this much. So that is my next move, I guess. I'm also going to try getting some coaching from a game composer who is further ahead of me and is making a good living as a game composer. See if maybe he can help me get those higher budget work faster. So yeah, this is where I'm at as a game composer. Haven't done this for 1 year. Done some cool games, started making a bit of money, and I will keep looking for higher budget work. That's pretty much it. Well, thank you for watching this rambling, and have a good morning or day or night or whatever time it is where you're at. Good luck on whatever endeavor you are undertaking, and have a good life.